they are sending here. And you don't have an option of choosing which ones you want. They are giving you a list of what you want. Now that's intelligence on steroids, where you put people in chains and you make them walk in your country as if they are criminals. You lock them up in a jail somewhere here, you give them food, and they're sitting around there, whole genius like that from the American government. They start talking to the guards, you say, make friendships. But we're going to be here watching the space with great excitement. But the problem is, from here, you will pollute Kenya, Mombasa, Rwanda, because as the drugs are coming through here, guns.
DRC, America's interest.
Those very criminals will be coming from America in the name of being criminals, who are coming to Kampala to rescue, and the guns end up in Congo in war. What do? You are giving America permission. You're opening a door for gangsters.
You're giving them a safe passage.
When you see a ship leaving America carrying guns and it's coming across here, and they just label it now, it's for gangsters, so and so, they are already in the shadow of international law that no, it's not us. It is this.
Those are gangsters. But we're helping you to fight them.
Meanwhile,
they even come here and pretend to be helping you.
Meanwhile, the gangsters are the Americans. They are Americans in tattoos, who are assets and properties of the intelligence of a country.
All these 54 armies, if they were put at the borders of African continent to defend its resources against the vultures from the outside.
Now we're talking.
This is the work of African Union.
Now we're talking.
That the headquarters of all this can even be in Addis Ababa.
Even I'm disappointed with Kabila. I mean, you go and sign a Tshisekedi. A few days ago, you're signing a treaty with America, a new treaty, a new oppression treaty of how they can help you to mine. They're not interested in your peace. Or they're interested in what can we do with this region. And now they're chasing away M23 from the region, and America wants to take over from that region. And same techniques. Here, they're using prisoners. Here, they're using business. Over there, they're using some diplomacy. The other side, they're using regime change in Sudan. And I said this once, and I don't know how long it will take people to understand. The white man is not going to change his ways.
Free your mind now. Be part of the People's Pan-African Parliament. The Pan-African Pyramid Debate with your speaker, Andrew Irumba Katusabe.
The Pan-African Pyramid. So my name is Andrew Irumba Katusabe, your speaker, and I'm here with none other than my mentor, Mwalimu the teacher, my comrade elder, Bishop Joshua Maponga. We are not in Zimbabwe. No, we are in Kampala at Fairway Hotel, to be very sure. The gentleman, I picked him at the airport yesterday, Saturday at 11, and by 4 he was ready for the 8th Pan-African Pyramid Global Awards, which were successful yesterday. And we are recording this show on Sunday morning at Fairway Hotel, after he has taken a rest, to have a feel of Kampala, the Pearl of Africa, and of course to discuss a few things about Africa. So I will ask Bishop Joshua Maponga Marara III to first say hi to our viewers.
Greetings to all of you. Karibu.
That is Kiswahili.
Yeah, karibu.
You know Kiswahili?
Yeah, Karibu Kampala. We greet you all, the countrymen and tribesmen, and we had a wonderful time on the 8th awards here in Kampala.
Thank you so much. Give us a feel about, since you came, you arrived at the airport, that journey from airport in Entebbe to Kampala, you experienced food, the African cuisine here at Fairway Hotel, the general environment.
The welcome was beautiful, and I think it's one of the first time that I actually get to experience the culture of Uganda up close and personal, to have the young people who came out to welcome us, did our drums, and we enjoyed ourselves, and that's what it must be like, to be able to appreciate, enjoy, patronize our culture. It's part of development. We cannot live culture behind in the midst of industrialization. It's part of us, and the weather was beautiful. The attendance was very nice, and this particular year we had quite an influx of ambassadors.
Yeah.
I see Algeria has responded. Libya was in the house. Sudan, Benghazi was in the house.
Venezuela
was
Algeria,
there. Yes.
Sahrawi.
Yeah, and South Africa.
And South Africa
was represented.
That's
Zimbabwe was
sent
there
me
also.
too.
Kenya with Professor Ojwang.
And
the young men.
Samson, no, he's not Samson. He's Gershom Okonda.
Brilliant young man.
Then there was Professor Ojwang,
Yes.
Jeremiah.
Yes.
Then there was Ouma.
Ouma. The American guy.
The American, Yoki Mathi.
Okay.
As we recorded this right now, Yoki Mathi is back.
He actually chose a very interesting name.
Yoki Mathi,
who is a big
Kenya,
in the Mau Mau uprising, and quite an interesting. And he wrote quite an interesting book. I must say, the Jews are a problem.
The Jews are the problem
in the 21st century.
Actually, for Yoki Mathi, he believes that all the problems of this world, the cause is nothing else. The Jew. That's
not just the Jew, the international Jew.
There is the Jew and then the international Jew.
Yeah, because the real Jews are Africans, and the Jews don't represent all, because you have the Hebrew people that will include the sons of Ishmael in the Bible, and the Hagar, that is the father of the Arabs, and then you include Isaac, who is the father of Jacob. Jacob, who gives birth to the 13 children, including Diana, who is the sister. We always talk about the 12 tribes, but there must be 13, because there was also a daughter called Diana. And then the third group are the children of Keturah, where Abraham got married after Sarah died, who was actually an Egyptian, a black woman, who gave birth to Midian, to Josh King, to who became the father-in-law of Moses, who gave birth to Zipporah, who is the wife of Moses, who gave birth to the sons of Moses. And so when you look at the Hebrew concept, you have to look at those three women, and all of them are black. That is Sarai, that is Hagar, and that is Keturah. So when people talk about the Jews, they're only talking about two tribes, which is Benjamin and Judah. And they're ignoring
the rest.
The rest, which is the whole of Africa, the whole of the Caribbean, the whole of the black presence in the world. And these particular Hebrew children who are supposed to be called Jews, as we have them right now, they're not Jews. They're sharp, intelligent, technicians, and bankers, and great tradesmen who have infiltrated into Europe, occupied businesses there, and they actually come from a tribe called Ashkenaz. You can go and read the book entitled The 13th Tribe by Ford, which actually has a brilliant explanation. Ford, the guy who made the cars.
Ford,
he commissioned.
The German car?
No, the Ford, the American car.
The American car.
He commissioned someone to write and go and find the 13th tribe. So then that became the Ashkenazis, who moved into Europe and ended up converting themselves into Judaism. Not by birth, but for political survival. Because of their intelligence. Then they acquired all the knowledge, all the books, and became the custodians of now what we call the Jews. These ones who roll their hair on the side, and they're white. And you wonder, how do the Jews leave Africa black and they come back?
They come back and they be white.
And they are white. And so these have become now the financiers. These have become the strong houses of banks and insurance companies, and blue chip companies, and they established the Nobel Peace Prize, which is a Jewish, to celebrate themselves.
Hey.
And they only invite who they want. So they've actually pitched themselves
on the
as the epitones of intellectualism. So they run universities, the Harvard universities, they run the American government. They are the government behind the government. They give the government money. And hence every American president is actually the president not of America, He's the president of
the
Jerusalem. Jerusalem. Of Israel.
Yes.
Because then what they do is that they give you money when you are campaigning. When you win the elections, then you must protect Israel.
Their interests.
And how do you protect Israel? By selling weapons and technologies. Israel sells them to you. So there's a whole lot of money laundering between Washington and Israel. So he is right when he says, actually, this international Jew is a nuisance to this civilization. They are a problem.
This is a nuisance.
Every battle, every war has a bank. And look at who is sponsoring the war.
Everyone has a bank.
There's a bank. All the wars are not.
And that bank is
owned
by the Jews.
Yes, they run the IMF, they run the World Bank, they run actually the financing backside of the world most powerful nation, which is America. And looking at that, their interests are as good as American interests. What Jews want, that's what America wants. When Jews go to war, America goes to war. When Jews have an enemy, America has an enemy. When Jews are doing anything, America has to respond, because they are using the Middle East as a place of harvesting resources. And Jerusalem is very strategic, because then it is the controlling center of the Arab politics within the Middle East, which used to be called North Africa anyway. So Jewish state is established by the United Nations. It's not a true state. It was a decision that is made in history that is cooked and stolen. And we were almost lucky, very lucky, I should say, because they had chosen to come here to Uganda. And they were going to claim everything and exterminate all of you. And claim what is happening in Gaza right now would have been happening to you. Because they would have been saying, we are the chosen nation. You are the Philistines and the Hittites and the non-chosen. And they would have been, what is happening in Gaza right now would have been happening in Kampala, here.
If we had accepted them then.
But you did not have much choice. The United Nations, being the bulldog of the world, they decided where to.
Remember, they wanted to send some of those people here.
Not send them. They wanted to establish the Jewish state here. You're not getting me. Israel in Israel right now. Just lift that Israel.
Bring it to Uganda.
And put it here.
That's what they wanted.
With that kind of mindset, with Netanyahu here, sitting here, and he's looking at you, what was he going to be seeing? Because this now became his promised land. And you don't have a covenant with God. It's me who has a covenant with God.
Him.
How is he going to treat you?
It's the children of God who have come here.
So religion...
So if you want to talk to God, their fathers, you talk through them.
Religion is the center of Zionism. Christianity in particular.
The center of Zionism.
You cannot say you are chosen, you are an Israelite. You believe in Abraham and then you hate the Israelites. You automatically must sympathize with the Israelis. And though they are not the biblical Israelites, they are the commercial Israelites.
Commercial?
Yeah.
Joshua Maponga, that argument brings me to the argument President Museveni, who is seated here, has accepted, he's in talks or he's in deals with Donald Trump to bring rejects from America to Uganda. Rejects.
Prisoners.
Yes.
Right. Let me take you through the American crime scene. I'll just give you 2 or 3 examples. The first crime scene are the drug lords. Hardcore drug lords. These are gangsters with tattoos.
Yeah, find the whole body is full of...
Who do initiations to come into a gang. And they offer their lives.
And their body.
They offer their life. They will die for their gang, so to speak. So you go there, you hunt, and you get their leader. And you put him in prison. Some of them are 5,000, some of them 10,000, some of them 20,000. Foot soldiers who are in the cartel of shipping drugs, transporting them, selling them, distributing them, banking the money all around the world, from here to Japan, to Europe, to to whatever. It's a network of gangs. But number two, human trafficking. It's also in that. Maybe that's why the Epstein files are very critical for Trump, because there is trafficking there and child abuse and what and what. That is also included in there, which makes it very, very complicated. Now you go and take a criminal like this. These guys run governments. They run shipping companies. They run airports. They have private aeroplanes. They have private skiing jets. They have guns. They have bombs. They have nuclears. They have anything that over and above the drugs.
Everything.
They have money.
They have the influence.
All this money that you see in movies, with trunks and trunks of money, they have it. They have it. Now we go and take this hardcore criminal, and you come and put him in Kampala prison. You don't even have a camera in your prisons.
And the one you have, it's them who gave it to you.
You don't even have a technology in the country. America is the best prisons in the world.
America is the what?
It's the best prisons in the world. So why not keep the best prisoners in the best?
Okay, America has the best prisons in the world.
Yes.
Why don't you keep the hardcore criminals or the best criminals in the best prisons?
No, they want to move them now into Kampala. Now let me give you a conspiracy that will get you excited. All the criminals that are in a country, when the government catches them, where does it send them to?
Prison.
Right. All the political opposition people who break the law,
they disagree with
disagree with the government, where do you put them?
Prison.
All the thugs in banking who are caught with high levels of corruption and have done things to the state, where do you put them?
Prison.
Right. Now let's talk now.
Even the terrorists.
Where do we put them?
Prison.
So, and remember, you are now bringing a hardcore criminal from America into Ugandan prison. First question. So, what kind of a committee have you now built in prison? What is a network?
You have built a committee of hardcore criminals in Kampala. Sit down and plan for you.
Right. And since our boss is here, what is the whole gang going to be doing around the world when they know that their boss is now in Kampala? Because not all of them are in prison. They are outside the prison. So what will they do? They will start coming and look for ways to liberate their leader.
Their leaders.
But their leader,
and those in prison.
Their leader does not need to be liberated because he's running his business from the prison. So drugs will start coming
in the prison.
Money will start coming in. Oh, you have not seen crime at the level at which printing of fake money and etc. starts coming in. Guns will start coming in into the country. And while you are busy concentrating on fixing crime, the criminals in jail are caucusing and cooking a whole army of how to manage your politics in the country. It's a coup that is standing by. And if Museveni does not open his eyes, America never forgave him for throwing away the gays. Now they give him small little money to say, please can you look after these criminals for us? And he accepts that, he will have become a fish that is swallowing a hook. Because the very problem that he created on the moral policy of refusing gays to come here, now they get rid of him from that prison. The network from that prison will achieve what they want to achieve.
And remember, many of those criminals are already gay. So they are sending you criminals who are already gay, but yet you actually
say
gay.
But now you're shipping.
Now you're shipping
the ones that will not only rape men, they will rape men, women, and children. And you are bringing them into your country to harden the criminals in your country. And with the amount of money that they have, they are able to corrupt the whole system of prison. And they'll be making phone calls in their jails.
Hey, bring me KFC.
No, go and get rid of Irumba.
Hey,
get rid of that man. And you now have enough gangs that are walking the streets here, the guns and grenades, to be doing surveillance on you. Are you ready for that?
No.
Don't get excited with money. I know America will promise, we'll give you 10 million.
They have actually put a bounty on every head. Tell me the price. That's what they are doing. They have done it in Eswatini. Even Rwanda, the most, celebrated Pan-African, Kagame, Paul Kagame, they are coming to bring criminals in your country on the basis of how much do you want to keep these criminals. So when you hear them discussing, I saw Uganda, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the argument you are saying, but you see, we have asked them to give us those that have never been committed, having committed a crime, that they have asked for a list. For them, they are going to choose from those that are being ejected. They only select for them those that have never been convicted of any crime. That's what the campaign is saying.
They are not convicted, but they are criminals. So the day they are convicted.
But the next point is Kampala running the jail system of America? Because if I send you Andrew and I say Andrew has never been convicted, it is a system.
Let me even make it more simpler for you. Some of these hardcore criminals are no longer criminals. They are assets. Ask me what I mean by assets.
What do you mean?
They are assets of the American government. They've already signed a pact with the American government to become conduits of sending information to the government of how the criminal world works. These are CIA agents. These are intelligence that is coming into the country. And America will choose for you the people that it wants to send here to do the job that they want to do. From explosives, to gathering intelligence, to IT, to weapons, to surveillance. And they are coming here as prisoners.
Are you sure?
I'm not go to American prisons and find the profile of the people that are there. Go to Guatemala or Guantanamo Bay. Go and find what kind of criminals they are sending here. And you don't have an option of choosing which ones you want. They are giving you a list of what you want. Now that's intelligence on steroids, where you put people in chains and you make them walk in your country as if they are criminals. You lock them up in a jail somewhere here, you give them food, and they're sitting around there, whole genius like that from the American government. They start talking to the guards, oh, you say, make friendships. And, but we're going to be here watching the space with great excitement. But the problem is, from here, you will pollute Kenya, Mombasa, Rwanda, because as the drugs are coming through here, guns.
DRC, America's interest.
Those very criminals will be coming from America in the name of being criminals who are coming to Kampala to rescue, and the guns end up in Congo in war. What do? You are giving America permission. You're opening a door for gangsters.
You're giving them a safe passage.
When you see a ship leaving America carrying guns and it's coming across here, and they just label it now, it's for gangsters, so and so, they are already in the shadow of international law that no, it's not us. It is this.
Those are gangsters. But we're helping you to fight them.
Meanwhile,
they come here and pretend to be helping you.
Meanwhile, the gangsters are the Americans. They are Americans in tattoos who are assets and properties of the intelligence of a country. Now, this needs someone to apply their minds. You can't take a snake, my brother, and you bring it up in a house and hope that will become a chicken.
But Bishop, someone would say, but you guys, you say you're Pan-African. How can you refuse fellow human beings?
My brother, even in our Pan-Africanists and Pan-Africanism, we have had to fight. The Sinkaras were beheaded. The Lumumbas were killed. So which part of that is confusing? We are Pan-Africanists, but we are being slaughtered while we are doing Pan-Africanism. So Pan-Africanism has nothing to do with accepting criminals. It has to do with building a safer society for our people. And while we are still trying to put our heads around ourselves, we are creating and accepting a totally complicated, I want to call this a very, very complex issue. And if it was me, if these criminals come into the country, very quickly change your policies in terms of death sentences. Yes, get rid of them.
First, allow them to come.
Get rid of them.
Change your policy.
No, change the policy now.
But America will not allow you.
That's the problem. Why not?
When you kill them, America will be on your.
Why not allow them? They are killing them in Guantanamo Bay. Why can't we do the same?
That is America.
You see, America also, another conspiracy is saying America wants to deal with these criminals at a place where they know that they are able to do to them what they cannot do in their own country. So it's like me coming to your house and I kill my chicken in your house and I leave the evidence there. Then I take my chicken and I go. We cannot allow African governments to be used in that kind of a foolish transaction.
Actually, Bishop Maponga, I am very concerned that African Union should be the first one to give at least a protest note that America, you are turning the entire Africa as a prison. They have come to Uganda, they have come to South Sudan, and they are choosing poor countries, poor in the context, I hope you understand it.
Yeah.
Eswatini, a country that is under total monarch.
And less than 900,000 people.
And for them, they still believe in their ancient traditional norms and cultures. Now you bring
drugs.
So,
and guns.
Tomorrow, you will hear them.
And remember, Mswati, they've been trying to move him out of power for a very long time. And now look at this. Look at this trend. They were trying to remove Mswati from power.
That he's a dictator.
They were trying to remove Museveni from power. They are now not happy with Kagame and
M23.
M23
and South Sudan, they are funding two factions, Riek Machar and Salva Kiir. It is destabilized.
Let me make it simpler for you. Very simple. You are an educated man, Irumba. Let's backtrack and let's get to Australia. When Britain sent its prisoners to Australia, what did the prisoners ended up doing? Did they not kill all the Aborigines? Is now Australia not part of Britain? Is Australia not being run by the same criminals? Australia was a jail, was a prison. So all the hardcore criminals.
Australia was a jail.
We have an example.
For Americans?
No, for British.
For British?
Yes.
It was a jail.
All the same story. All the hardcore criminals
were being taken
were moved to Australia. Right. So where are we now? If you can look another 150 years later, to what happened to the indigenous people
in Australia? You mean that's what is going to happen to indigenous people in Kampala?
I said you are an educated man. We are doing a comparative study here. It has taken them 150 years to get here. So if they can be able to put prisoners here in another 150 years from now, what will happen to this region? Will it not be controlled by the same criminals?
They'll be in charge.
So don't dare. This we protest when we condemn it with the strongest term possible. Honorable Museveni, Kaguta,
Yoweri, revolutionary,
my brother,
Kagame, tell them.
Don't play with those who have better guns than you. It won't be a walk in the park. You might have won a few battles, but I think in your old age, start moving slowly. Some of these young kids are smarter, are faster, and American politics is not always what you are looking at. And remember, they wanted to get rid of you in the first place, saying you are a dictator. Now they bring you CIA, camouflaged like prisoners with intelligence and money. You will have failed in judgment to undermine the Americans' fast forward thinking in planning for your downfall. This also goes for Kagame. This also goes for King Mswati. This also goes for Sudan. That if you don't open up your eyes, you may just find that you have swallowed a hook like a fish, and they'll pull your guts out from your own system. You are not ready, Honorable Museveni. You are not ready to accept any criminal of that caliber into your prisons. You are bringing a snake that has many eggs in it, and it will breed in your house. And by the time some of your prisoners come out of prisons where they've interacted with these prisoners, they are no longer the same Ugandan prisoners that you sent there. It becomes a school, a university of criminology.
Hardcore criminal.
Yeah.
So I was telling you, I was talking about African Union. Let me hear you. What do you say about the African Union silence? They are just silent. You cannot turn the entire African continent into a prison. And African Union, what are they? Why don't we go and burn that house in Addis Ababa? Why don't we go and burn it?
They don't even have a mouth. What can they say? You are saying they've been silent. They can't talk. We fought battles in Africa here from Ghana.
Why don't we burn that house?
You'll be arrested. And again, the way they've structured it, that this is an executive club of presidents. So they choose each other and they retire each other there, and this is their only way of trying to look like they're interested in African unity. When actually, that's a white elephant. It has peppers enough to fill up this whole building with peppers, but none of them has ever been implemented. Show me one African Union university. Show me one African Union hospital. Show me one African Union farm. Show me one African Union army.
For agriculture.
Show me one African intervention. Congo has been raging. Sudan is raging. Mozambique is raging. Boko Haram in Nigeria is raging. Tell me one African Union initiative that has been, and yet all 54 presidents
are there.
They are sitting there. If each one of them, if I was the president of African Union right now, I was saying, give me 10,000, give me 10,000, give me 10,000, give me 10,000 soldiers each. Let us all meet in Mogadishu.
Yes.
Tomorrow. Bring me 5 aeroplanes, bring me 6, bring me guns, bring me tankers, bring me logistics, bring me 1, 2, 3, 4. The other group, please, head towards Sudan. The other group, head towards Somalia. The other group, head towards Congo. In less than a week.
The country will be stabilized.
Africa will be quiet. If all of them, because some of you right now, some of you presidents, I mean, you make me sick.
Why?
You're feeding more than 300,000 men every morning. They wake up and go to work and just drink tea and polish their shoes.
The soldiers?
Doing nothing.
They have no job.
Nothing.
They have no job. But Africa is on fire.
Just jog. They just jog in the morning, come back and then sit around, polish their guns.
Meanwhile, Africa is on fire. But the soldiers are supposed to protect Africa.
South Africa, the aeroplanes are packed, the helicopters are packed with all the guns. The tanks are packed. Zambia, they are packed. Malawi, they are packed. Zimbabwe, they are packed. Botswana, they are packed. Namibia, they are packed. Nigeria, they are packed.
Let me add you something that in Uganda, they are not only packed, but the soldiers were redirected now to go and start doing civil works. Now they get contracts, so they are now in construction
And business.
Yes, they
no work.
They are now in total business, men and women. They even created a business arm
unit of the army.
Yes, called it's being managed by a general. So
but I don't want to discuss the politics of Uganda.
No.
I hear you.
Yes.
But I'm saying if we have all these military bases, maybe you can even ask one of these young men to do a research and just find out what is the capacity of African armies in terms of human resource, in terms of tankers, in terms of ships, in terms of aeroplanes, in terms of guns and ammunition. And just put a nice summary. And let's look if we could unite this into one army. Which country in Africa is at war that will not be able to drive there
this
now?
Is exactly one of the,
will not be able to drive there now.
This is exactly one of the key points we were talking about yesterday at the award, that we need one army, standby force for United Africa. United Africa. Yeah. All these 54 armies of the country called Africa, because you've been making corrections and I'm accepting your corrections. Every time you speak something, I note down. Yes. So all these 54 armies, if they were put at the borders of African continent to defend its resources against the vultures from the outside.
Now we're talking.
This is the work of African Union.
Now we're talking.
That the headquarters of all this can even be in Addis Ababa.
Even I'm disappointed with Kabila. I mean, you go and sign a Not Tshisekedi, sorry.
Tshisekedi.
A few days ago, you're signing a treaty with America. A new treaty, a new oppression treaty of how they can help you to mine. They're not interested in your peace. Or they're interested in what can we do with this region. And now they're chasing away M23 from the region, and America wants to take over from that region. And same techniques. Here, they're using prisoners. Here, they're using business. Over there, they're using some diplomacy. The other side, they're using regime change in Sudan. And I said this once, and I don't know how long it will take people to understand. The white man is not going to change his ways.
We are the ones to change our ways on how we deal with it.
The white men don't care about an African person. You are none of their business. You're persona non grata. Your resources are more important than you. In fact, his dog has more insurance than you.
The white man's dog?
Yes.
That's correct.
The white man's dog will not sleep on the ground. Will not sleep on the floor. It will eat on the table there where you can't eat. You are a servant. You work for a white man. You won't sit on the table. But his dog and cat can sit there. Their sense of value of human beings is not the same. And until we fully understand that we are not dealing with a normal group of people, please hear me well, the white people are not normal.
The white people are not normal?
They're not normal.
Why?
They are not Bantu.
They're not Bantu.
They don't have Ubuntu.
Ubuntu.
They don't have
Ubuntu.
I am me because we are.
Yeah.
They don't have
I am who I am
because I am.
Because of you.
That's us talking.
Yeah.
But when a white man thinks, he does not think that I am because you are. I am better than you. That's how he thinks. You contribute nothing to me. In fact, I'm the one doing you justice. I'm the one helping you to civilize you. Therefore, I have permission to sterilize your women for 8 years. That's Bill Gates. Sterilize all of them, put them on contraception for 8 years, and cause the population shrink. One generation must be flushed down the drain. In 30 years from now, you'll have a group of old people, very old, and a group of very young people. And the middle-aged group will have been flushed out. And you can't see that?
No.
That's where Italy is right now.
African countries can't see that.
Please, man, think, man. Think. Use your brains for thinking. Look beyond your stomachs. Don't think with your hunger. Ruto. Please, man.
What's wrong with Ruto?
He's the one who's signing this thing with Bill Gates. Slow down, Ruto. Slow down. You're not a savior of Africa. You're becoming a nuisance also.
You're not the savior of Africa?
Yeah, it's becoming a nuisance. Thinks he can save Africans from reproducing. How do you stop Africa from reproducing when you are the most underpopulated continent? We can fit India here. All of it, with 1.2 billion. We can fit China here in Africa. We can fit America here. We can fit Russia here in Africa in terms of land space. In fact, the whole world can come and stay here. All we may need to do is just to build one section we can put double story for the other group. But everyone in the world
can fit here.
Can fit in Africa. And now you want to come and say we must not reproduce. For who?
Yet India alone has 1.4 billion. India alone.
Africa has a capacity, we can sit comfortably here, not less than 5 to 6 billion people on this continent. In Africa alone. With enough food.
And everybody will have enough food.
With enough food and water and clean air for everybody. Yeah. And now you want to reduce population. So this whole conspiracy of the world is getting overpopulated, it's a lie. There's no overpopulation. Nonsense. They are scared that if Africans keep on growing the way they are growing, they will put their... So the whole issue of population control, that people are getting overpopulated, it's a conspiracy. A lie from the United Nations to say we are overpopulated. No.
I have seen Ruto getting too excited with... You remember he has just sent his Kenyan soldiers to Haiti. Right. He's becoming a machinery. This is exactly what caused the fight between Ukraine and Russia. That Ruto goes to America, signs an agreement to bring NATO here in Kenya, and they start operating from there. Of course, we know that they are operating in Kenya and Uganda and everywhere illegally. We know, but now they want to make it official. Yeah. Now, when they put their satellite at the border, Busia border,
To manage who?
To manage
Uganda?
Me? Manage Uganda?
Rwanda?
Yes.
Congo? Tanzania?
Yes.
And Kenya?
Yes. So now, how do we benefit?
The weakest link is Ruto.
So Ruto must be removed.
By fire, by force. He must go. And he must not go because we hate him. But he
must go because we want to save him.
Yes, but most importantly, when we elect you democratically into power, and this is where African politics gets clumsy. We use democracy but to get into power, but we don't use democracy to function. What it means, therefore, is that when we elect you into power, democratically, when you are making decisions, you come back to us in parliament, and we can discuss, and we can make a decision. So you tell me if I can send you to the minutes in the Kenyan parliament, when were the soldiers to Haiti debate,
when it was debated,
tabled. Now that there's a satellite that is here, tell me which parliamentary procedure actually approved that. Now that vaccinations are coming with Bill Gates, tell me with all the intelligent Kenyan politicians that are there, if he had gone to parliament to say Bill Gates wants to sterilize our women for 8 years, and you discuss that in parliament, and then parliament allows you, but democracy is mischievous. It gives the president what they call executive orders, that instead of always consulting people, you can make decisions on behalf of everybody else. So at the end of the day, is this democracy or is dictatorship? It is democratic dictatorship, because we put you into power, but doesn't mean that your thinking and your decision-making process is superior to the 300 people that are sitting in your parliament. But no, now that's where corruption comes in, because I can manage to manage you as an individual than managing the whole parliament of people. So Ruto is making decisions in his executive position as a democratically elected president without using democratic processes to help him approve some of the decisions that he's making. Not only him, so Kagame, and so Museveni, and so Mswati on the issue of the prisoners. Go to your parliament.
Whom did they consult? Where did we debate it?
They consulted their handlers, they consulted their funders. Maybe they must come out clean and tell us how much were they being given per soldier or per criminal. So the issue of overpopulation, I'm saying, it's a hoax. The whole idea is don't allow Africans to live everywhere on the land in Africa, because where they are going to be living there,
underground,
there are minerals,
and we want them.
There are animals that we must come and shoot when we're on holiday. It's all about them.
Parks.
It's all about them. So don't.
The national parks.
So reduce their population so that we remain with lots of bush to do what we want to do. But do we have the same right to go to their countries?
You know, you don't. You can even see when Uganda was negotiating with the America Trump on accepting these criminals. You know the prayers Uganda made to America. Please, sir, Mr. Trump. Recently, you had strengthened your visa conditions.
Yeah.
So please loosen a bit.
So that our people can go.
Then America had, of course, there are some restrictions against some Ugandan diplomats, and the taxes. Trump has recently raised the taxes. So the only prayers Uganda is making that reduce on the taxes.
And you know what we did in Zimbabwe? What Mnangagwa did? Trump put 30% tariffs on Zimbabwe's exports to
America.
And Mnangagwa gave Trump zero taxes on American products.
The American products to come to Zimbabwe, you pay zero tax.
No, when Zimbabwean products are going to
America,
they are charged 30%.
Yes, but when American products are coming to Zimbabwe, they pay 0%.
Mnangagwa says you've already put us on sanction for such a long time. What difference does it make? We've been in sanction for the past 25 years. So even if we can say there are different ways of dealing with these issues. It's not always tick for tat. Sometimes you can play passive politics and win the battle.
But again, isn't what Mnangagwa doing benefiting America than Zimbabwe?
it benefits us in the short term very much.
Oh.
It means that when people are bringing American goods into the country, because we're on sanctions and our infrastructure had collapsed, our medical supplies had collapsed. So if you are doing a business in Zimbabwe and you're supposed to be supplying equipment from America, you'll be charged 30% also for bringing American goods into the economy. But the economy had already collapsed. So we benefit nothing from charging American
30%.
products. No, we might as well just allow as much of American products to come to cover up and balance up the shortfall that we already had from medical supplies to equipment to technologies to computers to etc. So it's working for our benefit. So you can go to America right now and buy anything that you want and bring it to Zimbabwe. You must see the cars that are now on the streets
in Zimbabwe.
In Harare, there. Yes.
Zero tax.
Oh, of course. Why not enjoy it while it lasts? And as of yesterday, but one, we just closed off, I think, about 3.5 or almost 4,000 tons of gold in our reserve, in the reserve bank. And so we've started now to print our money equivalent to the money that we have. So we've almost like about 17 billion worth of gold reserve. So we're going to print money now that is, I think, about 17 to 18 billion.
But this gold is reserved where? In America?
In Zimbabwe.
In Zimbabwe?
Yes, in our reserve bank.
But you also have some in America?
We're on sanctions. If it was there, it was taken away. Just like Russia, remember? When America put it in, they said we are freezing all your assets that are here. It's part of the bilateral international relations. When you are not in good books with America, it's not safe, by the way, to keep your money there. It used to be safe, not anymore.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
So now, as we went up, let's talk about this year's main theme at the Pan-African Pyramid Awards: One Passport, One Africa, a visa-free Africa, a borderless Africa. How is that going to facilitate the business-to-business, person-to-person movement?
Once you talk about passports, you are talking about movements of goods, services, and people. And that's already a business transaction on its own. That crossing over into another country, you're not going there empty-handed. You are going there socially. I mean, I feel sorry for people who are living between the border of Tanzania and Uganda, and between Uganda
and Rwanda,
and where
Kenya
your uncle is here across the river, and your aunt is here. I mean, take note, man. These borders are coming here. These people, we have been living here on this land for thousands of years, and it's cruel to come around and put a line that has become the center of the wars in Congo, wars in Burundi and Rwanda. Those artificial lines. So the opening up of borders, number one, before we go very far, it goes to cement relationships in terms of societal structures. It restores the movement of kings into restoring and celebrating their people. I was in Lunda in Zambia, the northwest, where people came to the king from Zambia, from Zimbabwe, from Namibia, from Congo, and Angola. It's one tribe.
One tribe?
One tribe.
From 4 countries?
4 countries.
And then you have divided these people?
You've divided them. So imagine how many of them could not make it because they don't have passport. They don't have, so it moves and to cement business relationships. It moves to allow services. We can now carry water from there to there. We can carry business from there to there. It also moves in terms of currency and exchange, because once you remove the borders, the next thing is money. So I cannot be having kwacha here in the
Uganda shilling,
because the border, and I think they are aware, because the removal of the border changes the dynamics totally of business, of immigrations, of taxes. Because some countries are just mopping taxes, and once there's no border, there's no more immigration, there's no more taxes. People are free to do business. More money will actually end up in the hands of the people. And I think these governments are not serving us, they're serving themselves.
The governments are serving themselves. We are 1.2 billion in Africa, and only 54 people are serving themselves, using our taxes.
You are even making it polite. Some of them have converted our countries into their private businesses.
Yeah. That's gone that far.
Yeah. The whole country belongs to one man, and he decides who breathes and who does not breathe. It's his private business. He decides what to do with land, what to do with contracts, what to do with all a single journey. It's not right. It's not right. And soon, if they continue and they don't listen to us, the poor people will eat the rich.
Hey, poor will eat the rich.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. It doesn't last forever.
Are you a prophet of doom?
No, I'm a prophet
You
of.
should be optimistic.
I'm a prophet of good news. When there is no transformation, even a dog that is thin like this, a useless dog, you step on it, it will bite you. It will bite you. And people can tolerate, and can, I mean, until such a time when people say enough is enough. And once the tip of anger spills over, the problem you find out is that when we finally stand up to fight and revolt, your children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren will remain being marginalized, being insulted, in some cases being butchered and sidelined because of the cruelty that you practiced when you were a leader. So I think every leader must look maybe slightly beyond yourself and say, okay, I'm enjoying myself now. I'm a big shark here. And no one can do me anything. But when it finally expires, how are your grandchildren going to be viewed by the people around them? Will that surname, when it is mentioned, will people be excited, or people will spit on their faces? So you must think as a father, that am I building a legacy that will outlive me? Don't have a problem if you want to hold on to power. You can hold on to power as long as you want, but you're being selfish. You are destroying the future of your children. The money that you have made can only save you and your wife and your 1 or 2 children. But grandchildren and great-grandchildren, you'll have left them with a knife on their side. And the nation will not forget the cruelty that you showed them. So be kind for the sake of your grandchildren. They will change names.
Hey,
Running away from you.
they start calling themselves Irumba, they call themselves something else.
Yeah.
They don't want to carry the name Irumba because it carries some shame.
Who would want to be? Who right now? Who wants to be known as Hitler? As Hitler's child? Who wants to be known as Hitler's child? The Jews will kill you. They went hunting to find out if there is anyone else who is called by this name. That's what happens to bad management of power, is that you forget that all power has an expiry date.
Power has expiry date written on. Hey, I thought it is. It never ends.
No, power ends, and it's bad when power ends with your life. Because power can kill you.
Hey,
Yes, you can become so powerful and you die in your
You
power.
die.
You die in your power,
Gaddafi.
and then you destroy everything else after you.
You're talking about Gaddafi now. Now, as we end up, Bishop, I see from Kampala, I've seen, when I look at your itinerary, you're very busy. From here, where are you going and what are you going to do?
I'm going to.
You have a Pan-African agenda.
I'm going to Victoria Falls. We're having a conference on indigenous health systems and how we can actually integrate indigenous health systems into mainstream health facilities.
Hey, indigenous.
Yes.
Explain more about that.
Yeah, our herbs, our plants, our crops, our food, and etc. And how can the corporate world actually be able to start
Adopt
accepting,
this,
adopting that? I mean, in India and China, they're already talking about alternative medicines. You can choose whether to deliver your child naturally or to deliver them with medicine. You can choose the type of medicine you want, whether you want synthetic medicine or you want organic medicines. China and India are already doing that. So I think on the African continent, there is some movement in some progressive countries where faculties have already been opened, where indigenous traditional people can come also and learn how to take high blood pressure and do basic things and write sick notes. When you go and consult the traditional indigenous healer, they should be able also to give you. And the next level for me, which I'm really keen on, is the issues of medical attentions and insurance. If an old woman in the village can help to deliver a child for you, you pay him nothing, or you pay her nothing. But when a gynecologist cuts your stomach open and delivers a child,
Pay 5
she
million.
must pay 5 million. So at the end of the day, what do you want? Is a child.
It's a-
So why are we not integrating that even the poor old lady,
Can
the
benefit.
insurance company, if it is willing to pay for you to get your stomach cut in hospital, why are they not willing to have you delivered over there and pay also that poor old lady? Now look at the amount of business you're able to tap into and make some of these professions that are being undermined into very lucrative businesses that can actually encourage our own women to do indigenous childbirth, etc. It's going to be a very high level conversation with some of the medical communities there.
Oh.
And I'm looking forward to it.
Would have loved to join you in Victoria.
We have 2 days left now. It's
Oh.
short notice now.
Okay. I will join next time.
Next time. Next time. But you're doing a good job.
Thank you.
You're doing a good job. See you next year.
Thank you so much.
So who are we giving next year?
I normally have a team. We will sit and, of course, we will consult,
Okay.
including yourself.
All right.
We always
I'll be very happy.
Yes.
I'll be very happy to contribute and participate. And in September, end of September, we're also going to Burkina Faso.
Yes,
With
okay.
Chiwombori and PLO. 1,000 Americans, African Americans, have been given permanent citizenship
In
in
Burkina
Burkina Faso. So we're going there to welcome them and see them settling and do some orientation with them.
I'll be with you.
And it'll be nice.
I'll be with you.
Let's go back.
I'll be with you. Yeah, let's go back. We are going back to Burkina Faso in September. That is next year.
No,
This month.
this month.
Hey, the month that begins tomorrow.
In the month that begins tomorrow.
Hey,
Non-stop. We actually 2 trips, one end of September, the other on 17, 18 of October. So
hey. Please organize my passport. Make sure my passport is up to date.
I'll give you the dates
Yes, give me
and
the
we
dates.
go. And if there are any other Pan-Africanists out there, my last punch for Honorable Museveni, instead of taking these criminals from America, I suggest you pick up some land somewhere not far from here and then give African American land, good citizens, doctors, lawyers, technicians, and they can come back home and settle here. They bring their money, they bring their education. These are clean people, your own blood brothers. You cannot be accepting white criminals to come into African prisons.
But you cannot
And yet
allow-
you cannot allow your fellow black people, and they bring more money, by the way, because they're bringing their accounts, they're bringing their families, and they're bringing their brains, but above all, they're bringing their hearts to settle together with us. So instead of the criminals, Honorable Kaguta, I recommend that you open up Uganda for the repatriation of our children who are in diaspora. Leave these criminals alone. They are not your age mates. Rather, deal with your fellow Africans who are looking for a home. They were displaced. You owe it to them to restore them. Show leadership. Burkina Faso has done it. And I think you can make the right decision.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the man himself, I can't add in, there's nothing I can add on your speech. When you speak, my job is to listen. Bishop Joshua Maponga from Zimbabwe. He has been here with us in Kampala here. He had come for the awards, which were very successful yesterday. And I want to thank you, my elder, for always accepting my invitation.
Thank you.
You have never said no. My first invitation to you, you were invited by a stranger. And you came. And you met a stranger at the Entebbe airport. And you embraced me. That is African spirit.
You are no longer a stranger. You are my brother.
Thank you.
Uganda has always been calling me because of the great Nile.
The River Nile.
The cradle of mankind. So I always feel
Yeah.
very, very at home in Uganda here.
Hey.
It's home.
Should actually come, we give you some land. We have land here.
Okay.
You can come and make your second home here.
Yeah?
Yeah,
That'd be
especially
good.
now, like you need to.
I'm actually building a cultural center in Zimbabwe, a
I've
village.
been following.
So it would be nice also if there is land out there, or if any one of you has land out there and you want me to partner with.
The Kabak of Uganda has a lot of untapped land. A lot of it.
Just want a little
They are
bit.
looking for what to use it.
Just
for.
want a little bit. Build a cultural tourism center where we can plant indigenous herbs, drumming sessions, community celebration, tools and crafts and arts. And man, I have so many ideas. There's so many ideas.
If in Uganda you have a lot of land, like the Kabaka Buganda, the King of Toro, Bishop Maponga is here, you can get in touch with me. I will organize. We have a meeting. You give him land so that he can...
Can I give you some of my brains?
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway, thank you so much, Bishop Joshua Maponga, and thanks to our media partners, the NBS Television, the Spy Uganda, Detective EG, the Newslight, the gentleman behind the camera there, and all of you who follow the Pan-African Pyramid on social media platforms, the Spy Uganda, the Pan-African Uganda, all those Pan-African Pyramid. All those are our YouTube channel.
And Farmers of Thought also.
Farmers of Thought.
Yeah.
How did I forget that? Farmers of Thought. Follow the Farmers of Thought as well.
At your own risk.
At my own.
It's a roller coaster.
Yeah, I even see some people even try to kind of get annoyed with your submissions. Some of them, I think, they just need to be decolonized. Because what you speak, sometimes tickles them the wrong way. And so they come to attack. But I see you educating instead of arguing. You educate.
Yeah.
I always see the people like this, it's a roller coaster. Till next time, Andrew Rumba Katsabe, your speaker. What is you have something you say as you end it?
Don't do what I don't do, but if you do it better. Farmers of Thought, Maponga J.
Thank you.
Free your mind now. Be part of the People's Pan-African Parliament. The Pan-African Pyramid Debate with your speaker, Andrew Irumba Katusabe.